Hello, my name is Tina from Victoria Designs, and as you've maybe already seen in the tutorial video, I have another crafting kit for you, the Early Birds kit. This kit is part 2 of our Treasures of Nature series. The first part is named Butterfly Beauty, and that one's available already as well. The next parts, flowers and animals themed, will be released later this year. And every part will come with a beautiful tutorial from Alexandra. Part 1 came with 2 tutorials, journal number 1 and a journal stand where all the finished journals will have their own place. Part 2 has also 2 tutorials, journal number 2 and an ephemera holder. In this tutorial, Alexandra will show you a flip through of both. The tutorial how to craft both will be in a separate video, the link is below. And if you'd like to see even more of Alexandra's genius crafts and tutorials, head on over to her YouTube channel, the link is below as well. And if you would like some more information about this beautiful Early Birds kit, there's a link for that in the description as well. And now I give the word to Alexandra. Enjoy!
Hello everyone, it's Alexandra. I am very excited to share today's video with all of you because we will keep on working on our large junk journaling station project. And for those of you who are new and who are joining only today, I want to remind and also explain that in the first part of the series, we have created the box itself and the first journal, which was butterfly themed one. And of course, from a scratch completely, we have created together the box or the junk journaling station, as I called it, for holding several of the books. So the first one was the butterfly themed, and the second one that I'm going to show you today and also explain how to make it is a bird themed one. So that's the book, and I will show you just the cover right now. Later on I will move the box away and we will flip through the pages of this journal together. So it goes right into this compartment here. We have another compartment which is waiting for the third journal here, and the fourth compartment will also hold something. And you can also see that we have 2 drawers here, and one of them as of right now has the ephemera holder, which was also created with the papers from the bird themed collection. The collection will be linked for you in the description box down below as well. The gorgeous papers that I used are from Victoria Designs, and the tutorials are available also on Victoria's Designs channel. I just love these papers. They're perfect. They're gorgeous. I can't explain how beautiful they are. So without further ado, let me just move the box aside and show you the ephemera holder and this beautiful bird themed journal. I think we will start from the ephemera holder. That's the cover. I love the look of the cover when it's coated with some Mod Podge, and it creates this glossy look of both the front and the back cover. That's the spine. The spine is covered with cotton, and I have used some rub-ons from Tim Holtz on the spine for the added interest. I have also used some gold foiled washi tape for the corners and this strip right here. Let me show you the embellishment cluster here in the front. I really like how it looks, and the added gold foil paper here I think makes a big difference. So on the inside, we have an acetate pocket on the front cover with a larger ephemera card from the collection that I didn't use in the journal, so I will store it here for now. That's what the holder is for, right? So I also have a few clusters that I have created, and I have also not used them yet in the journal. So it's a great place for keeping them here. And you will see that the ephemera holder, in my case, has 4 pages only, front and back. If you understand the technique, you can create larger holders too, because the process of making them will be the same. You will just have to adjust the measurements of the spine. So each one of the pages has 3 acetate pockets, and this is how they look. It's very similar, the way it's constructed, it's very similar to how the stamp albums are made. And those of you who have collected stamps, or even still collect stamps, or have seen some of those albums will understand what I mean. So yeah, in our ephemera holder, each page has only 3 slots for ephemera. You can, if you have like smaller pieces of ephemera to hold, you can of course again just adjust the measurements for your needs and create more slots. I think in the tutorial I have briefly showed you the ephemera holder that I have created before, and it actually gave me the idea for making this one of larger size. But in this holder, for example, I had 8 pages front and back, and I used this little guy for storing tiny labels from other Etsy sellers that I have, and I love it. So you can really adjust the sizes and make it completely yours, and I will explain to you how to make the ephemera holder of this size with 4 pages in it. I am guiding you through the process of making it and give you all the measurements in the tutorial. So if that's something that is of interest to you, you can just keep on watching the video and the tutorial itself. So you can see that it's very easy and convenient to save the leftover elements from the beautiful digital paper collections in this holder, and it's easy to see what you have. It's easy to take the things out of it and use them for your next projects. So on the inside of the back cover, for example, we have 2 pockets which can also store larger ephemera cards, and it's very easy to see what you have in there and keep on using them. Oops, there is this little button here that I can store in one of the pockets. Okay, so after we have looked at the ephemera holder, let's have a look at the journal. I really wanted to kind of connect this journal to the first one that we have created. That's why it's kind of similar in terms of the design. But on the inside you will see it's still a little bit different from the first one. So the second one, it's all about the birds, and I wanted to have the number 2 on both the cover and somewhere else in the journal. So I have the little number 2 here on this tiny tag on the front cover, and I have also created this sort of a coin with the number 2 for the spine. I have added some cut out elements from the journal pages, which are included in the collection. Everything you see here is included, at least in terms of, you know, images, not the die cuts, of course, but everything is part of the beautiful Early Birds paper collection from Victoria Designs. That's how the back cover looks like, and that's how the journal looks from the top. You can see that we have some interesting flaps on the inside of the front and back cover, and then in between them we have the actual signatures. So for the cover, in the tutorial I go a little bit more over the details of each one of the elements, but that's how it looks. And then let's see what we have inside, right? That's the most interesting part. So on the inside of the front cover we have a few flaps, and the first one has the see-through acetate window. Here I have added some die cut flowers that I had in my stash. You can add something else if you want. I explain in the tutorial how to create this really interesting shape with the place for the wind up closure, and that's how it looks in the back. Everything is matted with the designer paper from the Early Birds collection. Here we have another flap, and on the flap we have a vertical pocket that holds 2 large ephemera cards, and also we have another pocket here with the belly band and the acetate that holds a long tag that I decided to embellish like this. And there is just a little stopper at the bottom of the page so that the tag is safely placed behind the belly band and doesn't fall out from the journal when you hold it vertically. When you open the flap, you can see there are more pockets and tuck spots for holding more cards, and here I have created just a specimen slide of a larger size, and I have a pressed flower which is sandwiched between the layers of acetate. Here on this card, that's just an ivory cardstock that I embellished with one of the journaling cards from the collection and added a belly band with this bird and the nest to it. So the specimen slide goes behind the belly band, and just for added interest I decided to use a paper clip there. So it goes behind this tuck spot here, and on the tuck spot itself I have a horizontal pocket embellished with gold foiled washi tape, and I have a few cards in that pocket too. Here we have 2 flaps that are kept closed with the help of the wind-up closure. When you unfold them, you have another acetate belly band in the center of the page with a large journaling card and a beautiful bird in there. And on the flaps themselves, there are also tiny pockets for little pieces of ephemera that you might want to store in there. And at the bottom, I have added a little belly band, which was created with the help of one of the labels, and I have added a few cards behind that belly band there as well. So these are the flaps, the beautiful flaps that we have on the inside of the front cover. Let me show you closer how the flaps are embellished. I really like the birds here. All of them are so beautiful. Okay, so let's close this up and quickly flip through the signatures and pages that we have. So here is a very simple bookmark, which is connected to the back cover of our book. My book has 3 signatures, and they are not embellished heavily with different tags and additional tuck spots, only because the designs of the pages are so beautiful, and in my eyes they're perfect just as they are. So I mixed these pages with some of plain tea-dyed papers and some other pages from different notebooks that I had in my stash. I also added lots of stenciling and stamping on these pages to make them look more interesting. Here are some of the clusters that I have created with the elements from the paper collection, and I really like how they look on the pages of the book. On some of the pages I have used long strips of papers along the edges, and I think everything together goes really well, and I'm very pleased with how this book turned out. So let me just flip through the pages really and show you how they look. I will add maybe some music and I will stop talking for now. And now we got to the flaps, which are attached to the inside of the back cover of our journal. I also have the wind-up closure here on this flap. I have tried to add as much of the little elements from the journaling pages to the flaps as I could to get some more contrasts and beautiful details. So here we have the flap with more birds on its back, and on this flap we have actually the pocket with a see-through window of this interesting shape. The tag that goes inside the pocket also has a pocket on it and a belly band here in the back, so you can add more ephemera cards or envelopes or anything else to the pockets. But that's what I added to mine, and it goes back into this pocket here. On this side I have just added more of the gorgeous birds that I fussy cut from the paper collection, and some of them have like leaves and branches which are glued behind each one of the birds. Here we have again 2 flaps that flip to the top and to the bottom, and in the center of this area we have 2 horizontal pockets with again some see-through shaped windows, and I have added more of the tags from the paper collection into each one of those pockets. Here we have a longer tag or card and another beautiful card and tag here that we can add to our pockets. So that's the journal. I am happy to share with you the process of making it, and I truly hope that you will enjoy it, that you will enjoy adding this second book to your junk journaling station. I loved working on this second journal and the ephemera holder. So if that's something that you want to create together with me, keep on watching the video.